Alright, okay. Started the video a little late into the game, but I was AFK in Champion Select after I picked my character, so got back a little late. Yeah. So, gonna just play some Draven. I was gonna try to record Kindred, but he's been banned more often than not, and it's hard to get a recording in SoloQ. Because SoloQ is so unpredictable, it's like first they have to not be banned, and then the game has to go well enough where we don't lose by 20 minutes, or win by 20 minutes. So, yeah. But so far, just kind of going to farm a little too, maybe throw an auto attack or two on the enemy champions, depending on what they're doing. But neither team ended up getting double jungle or experience, so neither bot lane killed jungle XP. So we'll both hit level 2 at the same time, as you just saw. I haven't been uploading recently, just because I got super busy in real life. Although I wanted to record a lot, I was sick for like a little over a week, and then, you know, any free time that I got when I was eventually better from that sickness, I put into streaming rather than recording. And I also got into like getting a job and stuff, so I've been doing training for that, so I haven't really been able to record, and I haven't posted anything in a long time. But, you know, hopefully I'll be able to start posting more often again. Yeah, the Alistar level 2 into the jungler. Luckily Bard hit me with that health shrine. Super good escape. I wish I could have killed her, man. She still has summoner heal, you can tell, because here I have a debuff from using heal to save Bard, and she does not have the debuff, so she still has summoner heal. So I didn't want to go too hard for that kill because she could have just baited me. Unfortunate that the game started off with Alistar just flashing in and us getting ganked by a 1 buff jungler. But, you know, that's the life. You know, as soon as you lock in Draven, you're expected to get ganked, just because anyone's just like, oh, okay, let's shut down Draven so he doesn't get snowballing. But honestly, the wave is pushing towards us, and we didn't really like miss any CS before the gank. Like, we weren't getting zoned or anything before the gank happened, so honestly, like, this could have gone a lot worse. We're about to get all this XP. They're probably about to recall after they push in this wave, and then, you know, we'll be back to a little bit even. I'll have a little bit of a CS lead, but overall, you know, experience-wise and whatnot, we'll pretty much be even. It was really lucky of me during that gank that they had decided to swap their focus to Bard, because I was able to just kind of walk away after I flashed. Because as I flashed, Bard hit me with a speed shrine, so I was able to walk out afterwards and not get answered by flash knockup from Rek'Sai. Usually if you try to flash out on AD carry against Rek'Sai and you don't have a gap closer in your kit, Rek'Sai will just match your flash for flash and he'll just knock you up anyway. So it's kind of rough, but since Bard hit me with the speed up, he wasn't able to get in range to just flash me. So we were kind of lucky there. Right now, Alistar is only backing and not Kalista, so that kind of makes things awkward, because now Kalista, you know, has the opportunity to just sit under tower and CS alone, and we won't be able to dive her because it's too early in the game. And she still has summoner heal, and Alistar could have like boots or something, and he could go roam to a solo lane or go in our jungle and get deep wards. So yeah, it looks like he's just coming back from getting wards. Honestly, this is fine. We had already chunked Kalista before Alistar used his combo. She has heal, but I think we're okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much perfectly played by Bard and myself. Like, I really can't think of anything else we could have done better. And I mean, I don't want to sound, you know, full of myself or anything, but I really don't think anything else could have done better. I think that was just as good as it could have gotten. We had chunked out Callista, as I had said, before Alistar went into it for his combo. So, you know, we made it so while he was using his CC abilities, Callista couldn't follow up, because if she extended, by the time she got to me, the CC would have been almost over anyway. Like, she wasn't in immediate damaging range when I was getting CC'd, and my minion wave was between me and her, so she couldn't really do anything. So I was just kind of hitting Alistar, and eventually when Alistar got low enough, she was just like, okay, I kind of got to go save him if I can. So she started hitting me, and then Bard and I just swapped focus to her immediately. And even though we didn't have Ignite up at the time, she had already been chunked enough where even her heal wouldn't have saved her. Like, Bard does pretty decent damage, and I'm pretty sure he was fortunate enough to hit his Qs. I didn't actually see what he'd used with his Qs, but I'm pretty sure he hit Callista with a Q there. And just really well played. And he wasn't afraid to take the kill, because he had the frame of mind to know that if Callista had gotten one more auto attack into me and used Rend, I would have died. Since she did have a lot of auto attacks in me, even though she was low. Just because the champion's low doesn't mean their damage is low. So we still had to respect the Rend. Right now this is super risky, because we don't have any vision of Rek'Sai. Although Bard is apparently like a genius or something and just like almost soloed that Callista. Turns out that Rek'Sai was doing Dragon. If he had just immediately came bottom instead, it wouldn't... Excuse me. As I said, I was getting over being sick and stuff. Still have a slight cough, especially when I talk for a long period of time. But he could have just came bottom and saved them. It would have definitely been worse for Rek'Sai. Like, so it was the selfish play to go for Dragon there, but he would have been able to save Callista if he just abandoned Dragon and walked down. I just have Summoner heal, so they won't be able to kill him. Alright, just pop my Summoner icon real quick with Bard, you know, give that bottom lane synergy. This is really nice. I'm going to start using a health potion, and I am going to go auto attack her, just because I have the red buff. And she didn't rend me. Like, I made sure to disengage before she got within execute range with her rend, so that way if she used rend, it would have been on cooldown, and she wouldn't have been threatening anymore. Alright, flash for flash. I'll take it. Since I have red buff, I had the advantage, so I knew, like, you know, as soon as I leveled up, I got an extra burst of HP and mana. So I decided to flash in, since the only way she would have lived is if she flashed out, which she did. So kind of just those little opportunities, you know, I gotta take them. And the flash for flash, it works in two ways. It's a double-edged sword. If we're on the offensive, it's totally worth it, because like Callista has her hops and stuff to make her mobile or whatever, and I have my blood rush, so we both have something to increase our mobility. But you know, my stand aside kind of screws up her hops a little bit, kind of puts it out of sync, so to speak. So like I can kind of interrupt her mobility, whereas she needs to use her only like threat ability to even just CC me. So if she uses Rend early and doesn't kill me and just her slow me, then she instantly loses the rest of the fight. But if I use stand aside, then it will only make me stronger. But on the other side of the sword, you know, if we're on the offensive but then Rek'Sai comes in, we're all of a sudden up a creek without a paddle because we don't have flash. Excuse me. I'm gonna take a sip of water here in a bit. Yasuo's coming down. We need to back out. But yeah, we're suddenly up a creek without a paddle. Like if we're overextended, trying to capitalize on Callista not having flash, eventually, like, uh-oh. What the heck? How did I go that way? Hello? Wait, why did I get that kill? What's happening? I have no idea what just happened. I'm seriously so confused. But I'll take it, yo. I mean, these are some kills, man. I'm loving these kills. What the? I'm gonna have to rewatch that. That was crazy. Yeah. So if we were overextended, and got ganked during a 2v2, we'd probably just lose because they would have mobility and CC with Alistar and Kalista and stuff. And at that point, Kalista could use her Rend as a non-execute just to CC me, and Rek'Sai would be able to follow up and be the rest of the main threat damage they need to be able to kill me. I see Kalista trying to recall, so I'm just going to push. Since I do have the advantage on her, she has, you know, less CS, less HP for a little bit, and just under-leveled. So just by being in the lane and keeping it the way it is, rather than letting her recall, spend whatever money she's gathered, and do her best to get back in the game, I'm keeping her in the lane where she already has a disadvantage. That being said, I mean, if I were to recall as well, I would also get, you know, a big advantage because I have enough money for pretty much whatever I want. Like, I could go get a Bloodthirster straight up if I wanted to. I could go get an Infinity Edge. Yeah, I could do whatever. But I already have the winning lane potential, so I don't want to reset the wave. I don't want to reset the lane and give Kalista an opportunity to go become a threat. This is awkward. Darn, I didn't ult. I tried to get in a couple a greedy auto attack before ulting, but good job by my team for responding to that gank, coming down instantly and coming to my aid, going 1 for 1, killing Alistar. Looks like, oh my gosh, he hopped into the Lulu Q, but Rek'Sai tunnel into Yasuo ult. Pretty good play by the enemy team. You know, not much else to say there other than good job by the enemy for, you know, multi-man ganking and shutting me down. It was definitely greedy of me to stay that far up. Everything I was saying I still agree with, but, you know, I was really extended. Right now it looks like Karma... Karma went Frozen Gauntlet first and went Ignite Heal top lane against Malphite. Is this like Season 1? What the heck? That's crazy. I used to do the exact same thing. That's awesome. Except it was old Karma, of course, so instead of throwing that big-ass Q explosion, you just threw some fans. And you got to heal yourself through the fans when you empowered it. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I was a big Karma enthusiast back in the day. The beginning of the league. Looks like they just got Dragon again. They're having a lot of Dragon pressure this game. Lulu might die here. I see Alistar's mid, and I have Flash. That means Kalista has Flash, unless she used it when they tried killing Lulu and stuff. But I have potential to kill her. I would flash in right now, but they all just went MIA, and I don't know where they all are. So I'm just going to, you know, push this and peace out. Because I could die any second to anything. And as much as I could just take the gamble and be like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to flash in anyway to see if I can kill this Kalista. If I were to do that, I mean, sure, I'd get a little gold, I'd cash in the little amount of stacks I have. You know, that'd be great, oh boy. You know, I got Kalista again. And I would get bottom turret. But if I went in and it backfired, you know, they would shut me down again. My stacks would be reduced by half. They would get way more off of my death than I would off of Kalista's death. But they all showed top lane, so since my teammate was near the bottom side of the map and they saw everyone top, they sent them our whole roster bottom and killed Kalista, and now we have some return map pressure that they had gained on us by sending a lot of people up top to kill Malphite. They just did the same thing on the opposite side of the map, since they knew that since a lot of people were top, they couldn't really answer it with anything. So tower for tower, kill for kill, even trades, and that's honestly, it's okay for us, but I would even call that worth for the enemy team just because of how potentially snowbally I am right now. Pardon my coughing. Since I can just snowball pretty hard, Me showing bottom there is super dangerous. I'm actually just gonna run. I really wanted to keep 1v1ing this Kalista, but now that I showed bottom, I'm gonna use this speed boost. You know, use Blood Rush into Bard Shrine for the speedy getaway. Maybe I can sit in this bush. Maybe it's not warded. This is kind of risky. I have a lot of gold, but Yasuo's here. Never mind. Back up. Alistar's in our red jungle. I ain't even mad. Alright, I'm gonna go spend my money. Uh-oh. That's a dead Malphite. Oh man, the turnaround. The Ignite into Frozen Gauntlet Sheen proc. Oh man. Hate to see it. I'm actually going to go Last Whisper second, which is something I don't usually always do. But seeing as how Karma has armor with Gauntlet, Rek'Sai's building Dead Man's Plate, it seems. Alistar is going to be building armor. Like, there's just going to be a lot of armor. And I'd rather have... I would honestly rather have the armor pen now rather than later, before they complete more armor items and I won't be able to hurt them. So I'd rather have it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go Last Whisper second. I don't know the cooldown on Wind Wall exactly, but I feel like it's still down from when he just used it at my tier 2. I'm going to go in for an auto attack. Get rid of his shield. Can't do much more than that since we don't have much vision. But kind of just showing him who's boss, you know.
Let's admire me.
Gonna walk. I want to walk mid because this is scary. I'm scared for Lulu's life, but I also want to walk bottom because there's some farm and stuff. I do have pretty good CS, but Yasuo is farming even harder, and he's, you know, getting assistance with the knockups through Rek'Sai Alistar. He's getting the ganks he needs to be able to pull some stuff off. I don't necessarily agree with our Lulu mid's build choice. With all the stuff that's been happening this game, going Mage Eyes seems silly. I think he should have just saved up for the large rod. I actually think Mage Eyes costs more than a large rod. So I think he should have just gotten that and went towards his Hourglass or even a Death Cap or something. You know, rather than going Mage Eyes, because I really don't think him having a Soul Stealer or not having a Soul Stealer would be the difference between winning or losing the game. I mean, props to him if he makes it work, you know. If he's able to play super safe and then wait for the team fight and then like get a kill or some assist and then he just snowballs off that. Like that's best case scenario, but worst case scenario, he becomes useless for a really long time and we're not able to do much. Gonna try and get Alistar ult. Alright, we got Kalista ult and Alistar flash. That's really good, especially with Dragon in 45 seconds. Lee connected the Q. Does he go for a flash R? I'm gonna use Summoner Heal there for Lulu. We're wind walled right now, but I'm gonna walk behind it. Malphite's just tanking it up, letting us dive, so that's nice. Oh man, unlucky. Got it? Ah, oh, damn it. I was trying to right-click this portal from this side of the wall instead of this side of the wall. Kind of got stuck, ended up right-clicking, and then I traveled to my location. It automatically just attacked the nearest target to me, and I took turret aggro, and then got knocked up or something, I think. Just a series of unfortunate events. But overall, Lulu got a stack. We killed, what, 2 of them, I think? Killed 2 of them, and we got a tower. So, not bad. They do have more dragon pressure now, though, because we just died when dragon spawned. So, not the best, especially since they already have 2 dragons, and we have 0. So, them getting 3 dragon star 0 is bad. So, they're going to try and do something about it right here with this TP, which is a good call. Damn, can he escape? No. Just took a sip of water there, but Rek'Sai's still just focusing on the dragon because he knows that the dragon pressure is super important. I have ult in 2 seconds. I don't know if it'll do anything. Unfortunate. I think Kalista flashed there. Don't know if I hit anyone. I could have YOLO flashed over, but damn. That's super unfortunate. Now they have 3 dragons to our 0. That's really scary, because if at any point like that happens again and they get a 4th dragon, then we could be 5 minutes away from losing like inhibitors. So it's not scary right now, because I mean, them having 3 dragons isn't like the end of the world. But if they're able to follow up on anything in the near future for next dragon, then we're in constant fear for the rest of the game. So we really need to get next dragon. Plus, first dragon is really nice, so it'll also help us be stronger as a team. I'm just going a lot of raw AD, because looking at their team, I feel like, pardon me, I feel like I'm going to be, you know, auto-attacking a lot less consistently than I would like. You know, Yasuo wind wall stopping me, potential karma Qs zoning me in the positions for team fights and catching my axes, Alistar making me be somewhere else than I want to be, a threat of getting knocked up. You know, all this stuff influencing my movements in the middle of the team fight. It makes me want to just do as much damage as possible in a short couple hits than just attacking fast, you know, consistently. I ulted poorly. I still hit Rek'Sai and Alistar, so it could be argued that it wasn't bad, but I could have hit Karma. Wait, he took the Penta, no! I totally could have gotten a Penta there, I didn't even realize. Darn it. Okay, well, rip Penta. Either way, good job team. You know, we aced them directly next to the Baron at 23 minutes, and we have everybody alive, so really good Baron transition there. I'm gonna go farm top, because that's a fatty wave. May as well place that pink down. I have a lot of money right now, so I'm gonna be getting a Bloodthirster, and then I think for this team comp, a couple different items would be good for a defensive item. I'm still not certain if I'm going to be building a defensive item after the Bloodthirster. Seriously, pardon my cough, guys. It's part of the reason why I haven't been uploading is because I've had a cough, and I mean it's a lot better now. So I'm trying to record the best I can, but so I just can't help it. But yeah, so I don't know if I want a defensive item directly off of my Bloodthirster. I could. Banshee's Veil would be nice, maybe even Guardian Angel, but looking at this, I think to stay as super threatening and scary as I am, I think I'm just going to rock a Zeal, because that will not only increase my movement speed, but obviously critting more is scary, and Zeal is just a good complementary item. Malphite just solo taking out the Kalista. Can't really blame Kalista, to be honest. Like, Malphite wrecks Kalista, just in general. Malphite's kit, like, counters Kalista's kit. Because not only does Malphite's Q slow base move speed, but Kalista gives a lot of her mobility from her auto attacks, and, Malphite, he reduces attack speed. So he reduces her movement speed and attack speed, her 2 primary forms of mobility. No wind wall down. I'm just gonna go ham. Yeah, as soon as he used Wind Wall and they got knocked up from Lulu ultimate, I just instantly was just like, alright, rip everything, I'm going in. Lulu speed up plus blood rush plus stand aside against Kalista. There's no way. So definitely in a good spot for me personally right now. I've got Lulu support on me. Lee Sin can displace enemies. Bard is just like a good utility-based champion all around, and Malphite's just a big-ass rock. I'm gonna lay his big butt in the middle of the tower so he can dive easily. It's just a really good protect me team comp. I'm gonna go for Phantom Dancer here. Because basically everything I said about Zeal is still true for Phantom Dancer. It just is a Zeal, but even better. So I'm going to go Phantom Dancer, but on top of that, even more importantly, since I'm getting it this late in the game, since it's my 4th item rather than 2nd item, then rather than going Shiv or, you know, even Trinity Force, I'm going to go Phantom Dancer because it gives the most stats for what the item gives. So, like, you know, it gives crit, movement speed, whatever. So it gives the most for that. And that's just complement stats, and that's what I want right now. But on top of that, it also makes me move through minions. So if we're ever fighting in a lane and not in a jungle, there's the option. This has happened to me before many times. Like, I don't have Phantom Dancer and we're fighting in a lane, and I get minion pathed, and then I miss an axe because a minion pushed me to the side. And then I like misposition, or I click incorrectly or something, and like a minion just wrecks my face. But with Phantom Dancer, I can move through minions, so I don't have to worry about any unit collision. They're definitely going to try and steal this, but I'm just going to go and hope Lee smites it. Alright, good stuff. I don't know if he hit anyone. Alright, got that guy. Good attempt at flash knockup. Oh, the Bard tunnel we're in, boys. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This team comp's so good for Draven. Oh man, I love it. They still have Wind Wall, and I'm pretty sure they have Yasuo ult, so I can't go too ham. Even though their Karma's dead. I think it's best to just push the side lanes. I'm going to take another sip of water here. My throat's hurting. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh boy, what happened? Whatever, I'm killing the tower. We good. I have a Bloodthirst. I have 4 completed items, a ton of lifesteal. Callista can't handle me, like she just dies too quick. And, you know, I have everything I could possibly need to just live through fights. I need Summoner Heal here, plus the utility of my teammates with me. Damn it. I don't know if Malphite just got that ult up or if he was saving it for last second, but that's super unfortunate that he didn't have it like a millisecond earlier. Yeah. That was honestly me just overstaying. Totally overstaying, but that's cool. That's cool. I was about to say that's fool. I guess I could even go just another damage item if I really wanted to. I could go Ghost Blade, you know, get that extra movement speed, that kite capability, the extra armor pen. That doesn't even sound like a bad idea. But I could just go another Phantom Dancer as well, because right now I have 55% crit and almost 400 movement speed. With a Phantom Dancer, I have over 400 movement speed and 90% crit. So I think I'm just gonna go max DPS, crit a bunch. The extra armor pen would be nice, but if I'm critting like 200% the amount of attacks that I would be critting, I feel like the crit is more valuable than the armor pen there, considering not all of them are stacking armor, like Yasuo isn't and Callista isn't. So yeah, I don't know. I think double PD is better than running Ghost Blade if you're this late into the game at least. Baron's up. I'm full build. This is looking good for us. We have our side lanes pushing into us, which is bad, but middle lane will have super minions, it appears. Oh, Alistar went for the play. He had to go for that play, man. If he didn't, they would have slowly lost. I respect his attempt, but no cigar, man. I had a potential penta there also. But good game, well played. That'll be that. Lulu ended up almost getting the 20 stacks on Soul Stealer. That was a close game there for a minute. We were having a rough time dealing with that Karma early. Rek'Sai was pretty strong. Yasuo was like 2-1-2 with 150 CS at like 17 minutes. It was looking rough for a second there, but luckily my team, you know, they stayed level-headed. They supported me. They made sure I was peeled almost at all times. They did a really good job of letting me snowball properly. So good job to my team. Good job me for not completely throwing the early game and actually doing pretty well with Bard in the 2v2. Just a good game overall. Again, I apologize for not uploading recently. It's been like a month and a half or something. But thank you a lot for watching. You know, if you're watching this and you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then, you know, I appreciate your patience with me. If you are a new viewer, you're here for the first time, then, you know, I will try to be uploading more consistently again. And of course, right at the end of the recording, that noise goes off. That would be the garage door. I don't know how loud it is, but my bad. This would have been a good recording if I didn't rant on at the end screen, but good game. Thanks for watching, and I'll put a bunch of, you know, like screenshots of stuff in the description, which I'm sure you've already looked at, but thanks for watching.